We've been waiting so long for these paddles.
It's the new Aqua Bound Lam-Lok technology.
Alrighty, we've got Eddyline Brewery. They've made the Eddy Lite. It's a low carb pale ale. This is quite low. This is 2.5%. I mean, that's very light. It's I could drink a few of these. These guys come from the beer library, by the way. So it's down the road from us, and they always provide the goods. So this is won a New Zealand Beer Award in 2023, which is kind of cool. So with that sticker, you can kind of trust that you're going to be getting a good beer. If you want something that's low carb, I think this is great. It's and I thought this is a cool can because we're going to be talking about paddles, and it's got Eddy lines. So I mean, pretty relatable, right? What do you think? It's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty tasty.
Yeah. So what have we got, Bowen?
So we've got the new Aqua Bound pedals with their new Lam-Lok technology. So we can see the aramid stitching around the edges of the blade here. We've got their whitewater model, the aerial major, and their packrafting model, the whiskey. So two cool new pedals with some really cool features which we can go over.
Yeah, cool. So let's go through what this whole Lam-Lok thing does. I mean, it's all new to us. It's pretty cool. We've been really excited for it. But what does it do?
So basically, it stops wear around the edge of your blade. So if you've had a pedal with a glass shaft for a while, you'll notice over time, eventually it gets shaved down. You might start with a 200 length pedal, and after a few years, you've got like a 197.
So what you're saying is that the more you use it, the only where it's ever going to get is it's going to finish where this is. That's the whole idea.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, it's pretty handy. I mean, it's a smart idea.
Yep.
It kind of gives you a foolproof pedal that's going to last you for a long time. And so we were talking about this before. How is this joined to the? They've done it differently, haven't they?
Yeah, they have done it differently on this one. So we can see the blade goes inside the shaft on this one. So on most whitewater pedals, the shaft goes into the blade, and you only get about this much overlap. On this pedal, you've got about this much.
Ooh,
so
that's
you've got a lot more strength there.
That's good.
Yeah, no chance of it breaking there just because of how much overlap there is. It increases durability, and it's a really handy feature.
Cool. And what one are you holding? You're holding a 197, and this is a fixed. Now, what's the construction of this whole pedal?
Yeah. So we've got a join in the middle here, which is where they set the angle, and we've got joins here. So you can get them in 2 and 4 piece if you want. Yeah, we've only got fixed length in store. We've got 197s and 200s at the moment.
It's a full fiberglass, right?
Yeah. So carbon shaft, and then it's got the fiberglass blades with the aramid stitching. Yeah, really awesome pedal. Yeah, I took it out the other day. Really powerful in the water. You don't get any flutter with your strokes. You feel super powerful. You can really get some speed up with this thing.
I mean, you're a pretty strong paddler from your background.
Yeah.
You've got a bunch of different blades out there. What would you class this as? Is it like a big blade, a small blade?
Yeah, I would say this is definitely on the bigger end.
Yeah.
So these guys do 2 models. This is the aerial major, which is the bigger blades. They also do the aerial minor, which we don't have. But yeah, the major's the bigger blade, I would say, for people kind of around that 6 foot mark, and more powerful people, definitely the pedal you're wanting to go for.
Yeah.
For smaller people, the minor might work for you a lot better, but yeah.
And what feather is this on? I can see it's got a bit of it's a bit of an angle going on.
Yeah, so this is a 30-degree feather. Yeah, probably the perfect angle for getting that most efficient paddling style. You're not twisting your hands too much. Yeah, it's what I like paddling with. It's what a lot of people like paddling with. So.
That's a pretty cool pedal. Very exciting.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to love this pedal. I mean,
yeah.
That's here. That's pretty exciting. Now, Bowen mentioned we had the packraft version. Packrafting it's a growing sport. There's a lot of people getting into it, which is really cool. So we decided it'd be good to have both pedals in stock. Now, why is this one different, Bowen? What have they done to it?
So we can see the blades on this one are a lot smaller.
So it's got the whiskey on it. So that's the whiskey is a different model of Aqua Bound pedal, right?
Yeah.
It's more targeted to packrafting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a bit smaller. So I mean, if you're looking at that,
Yeah.
I mean that's
Yeah, quite a bit different.
There's a bit of difference going on there. And then this one here is a 4-piece?
Yeah, 4-piece, so you can split it up, chuck it in your pack, walk to the river. Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty sweet. That's easy.
Yeah.
Pretty reliable.
Yeah, very reliable splits on the Aqua Bound pedals.
Yeah.
Never seen them fail, which is really cool. Yeah, and the blades on this one are super nice with pack rafting, a real nice spoon shape. You can adjust if you're using a high or low angle.
So being a smaller blade, that just means you're going to have a higher cadence, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're going faster, a few more strokes to go through, but it's less weight, so allowing you to pedal for a faster amount of time. Pack rafting is definitely areas where you need a bit of speed, but sometimes just doing flat water stuff, and so momentum is your friend. So that would be really, really handy for that, and it doesn't weigh that much.
It's very light.
What's the construction of this one?
So same fiberglass blades. They've still got that aramid thread, which we can see around the edge, so that super durable blade. And then we've got a carbon shaft, just for that super lightweight and strength.
Nice. And then we've got, now this has been around for a little bit on their pedals. It is called the Lock whirl. So essentially this is how you split it. So press both buttons in and it releases, and then you can adjust the feather that you want. So right-handed, let's go for 30, clicks in, easy as that. They're pretty reliable, very, very user-friendly, which is super, super important. And then because there's a lot of different pedals out there, they have a massive range of whatever angle you want, really. And then you get the drip rings, which is great for reducing how much water goes up your sleeve. Nothing worse than having some cold water slip through your dry top. And then this one here is a 210, I believe. Now, it should say on it, look, I've even put it on the pedal. Nice and easy. How good's that? We've only got 210 in stock at the moment. To be fair, would you say that's probably the most popular size?
Yeah, 210 is going to cover most people for pack rafting.
Yeah, so obviously there's a bit of a difference in length. So typically with whitewater pedals, they aren't as long. When you're in a whitewater boat, the sides are nowhere near as big. Like, it's a lot more contact with you. So essentially you want to have more power into the water from the boat. So you want to have a slightly shorter pedal for that. Yeah. But with pack rafting, you've got some pretty big air chambers. Now, there's a bunch of brands out there. Essentially, they're all the similar design. They've got massive baffles on the side. And so you need to have a pedal that's actually further out. Otherwise, it's just going to be awkward. You're just going to be doing this the whole time, and I don't think your comfort level will be too high with that. So 210, 197, and these are both in stock. Now, we were talking before, and did you say there's demos?
Yes, we have demos in store. So we've got a 210 of the classic whiskey, the pack rafting pedal, and we've got a 197 of the Aqua Bound. Yeah, definitely come in and
that's
check
an
them
opportunity
out sometime.
not to miss. Absolutely. Yeah. So if you got a trip coming up, and you want to give it a whirl, just give us a call. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll get you the pedal. We'll get you on that trip, and you'll have a great time. And then you can tell us how you really like the pedal, and maybe that's an opportunity that you could then buy one. It's up to you. So these are up in the pedal room. We've got a whole wall full of pedals, but these will be joining it. Cool, Bowen.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.